This is a game of focus.
Very clever.
All right, now, attention is like a spotlight, and our job is to dance in the darkness.
Will Smith is back in movie theaters. No, this is not Hancock 2, Victor Lucas.
still waiting for
you
that.
were hoping for
I
that.
liked Hancock.
This is called Focus. It stars Will Smith and Margot Robbie, who you may remember from The Wolf of Wall Street.
Right.
This is a con film.
Yeah, it's a con film in the spirit of something like The Sting. Will Smith is an unbelievable magnetic movie star, and it's always fun to watch this guy. He pretty much outperforms anything he's ever given. But I feel like in this case, he's not given enough a story, script, or a supporting cast that he can bounce off of to his fullest potential.
I think he's one of these people in Hollywood who've been able to build an entire career based off their charisma and charm.
Yes.
And that's what it feels like he's doing here. He's got his performance level in cruise control, and he's doing things that seem way too familiar, and he's not creating anything that's unique or brand new. And Margot Robbie, she's an ingenue. She's
Or is she?
Or is she?
Yeah.
I think she's got some presence, and she probably has a great future in Hollywood. And I don't think these two have any chemistry whatsoever.
Wow.
Adrian Martinez kind of stands out as a pretty cool supporting role in here.
Well, he
But-
stands out because he's the only genuine performer in the
Yes.
whole movie. Everybody else has insincere Hallmark card greeting dialogue.
And I think that's part of the whole problem with the setup with this thing. When you've got a bunch of cons going on that are happening on screen before your eyes, you never know what to believe. You never know what to invest in. And if you're gonna go down that road, you gotta over-care. You have to really, really care about what's going to happen with each one of these characters and where they're going to go, and you just don't, because
Also-
everybody just kind of phones it in for the most
I
part.
also don't really understand all the cons that they're pulling off.
Yeah.
They're going around and they're faking heart attacks and they're stealing watches, and somehow that turns into $7 million. I don't really, I don't, none of it really makes sense. There's some scams that they try to pull off
and
here.
one of them is just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
And it's so incredibly intellectually annoying, and it doesn't rise to the con occasion that you want it to. And you can't help, like you did in this movie, think of far better movies like Out of Sight,
Yep.
or of course The Sting,
Yeah.
and The Color of Money, movies in which great strong characters somehow were played. Here you just start guessing who's playing who, and
Yeah.
you're always kind of wrong, and then you walk out of the theater feeling like this movie is somehow dumber than I am and smarter than I
Well,
am.
and it's smug as well, you know,
Yeah.
because it does the horrible crime of just presenting types on screen, just character-esque type creations instead of people.
There's no joy, and it feels like we're always in places and we're doing things that should be fun,
Yeah.
and somehow they're just not.
It's a good-looking movie. That's the best that I'll say for it, and I like the international flavor that it has, but yeah.
Also, I make this face when Margot Robbie comes
Yeah.
on screen.
He does. What are you going to give Focus?
I'm going to give it a 4, Vic.
It gets a 5.5 from me.